Raise a head to the God of War!
Greetings, everybody. This is God of War on the hardest difficulty, episode 2. Now, that intro, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I spent like a good solid 40 minutes looking for a decent fire animation to open up this with, but I couldn't find any that was copyright free. And for any of my Destiny 2 players watching, that was in fact the voice line from Shiva Rat, the God of War from Destiny 2. The reason why I have to state this is hopefully not to get copyright strike. But since Destiny Law Vault is a thing and a bunch of other Destiny audio channels exists, hopefully I don't get hit with that since I am giving credit to the voice actress and also to the game itself. But I feel like that would be the most appropriate way to intro this, because it's God of War. I picked up immediately where we last left off after immediately defeating Boulder. So I opened up the menu because, as I already told you guys, I'm familiar with the God of War game because I played it before halfway through, not even halfway through, but I'm familiar with the upgrade system. So I looked through it and I get an upgrade. Little did I know this singular upgrade that I chose would be so fundamentally wrong in so many different ways that I would question my own reality for why did I pick this goddamn upgrade. Because not only do I have to press R1 not twice but 3 different times, I have to follow it up by a heavy attack. And I'm doing this on God of War difficulty. No singular enemy will allow me to get four, no wait, not four, three regular attacks off combined with a heavy attack without me getting damaged in the process. I'm playing this like a no hit run and I'm got the world's worst skill as the first upgrade. And I'm gonna be honest, this haunts me for the rest of the campaign because I could have very easily saved time and money doing this. Gonna be honest, if it wasn't such a pain to beat Boulder, I would have reset the run here. Cause not gonna lie to you, this singular upgrade messed me up bad going forward, and we shall see how bad. Apologies for the fact that the gameplay and the audio didn't match up there. I was talking about a skill tree, but suddenly I'm stuck in a room and I couldn't figure it out. This room that I was in, I couldn't figure out for the life of me for a solid 20 minutes how to get out of it because it's been a while since I played this, so I couldn't fully figure out how to get out. But my bad. But let me get back on track to complain about this. So, the skill I had unlocked was called Pride of the Frost, but there was absolutely nothing to be prideful about this ability. I know other people who play God of War and they could possibly use this thing to look really combo potential like and look amazing, because I did it a couple times by accident, but I'm telling you straight up, this is dog water of a skill in my opinion, because we are on God of War difficulty. I cannot get three normal attacks off along with a heavy attack without getting hit in the process. And I understand in late in the game we can tank hits and stuff, but I am genuinely trying not to get hit a singular point in time because I hate to see when my health goes down. So unlocking the skill, I thought it would have been easy to do, but no, it was stupid. I should have went with the classical executioner where I hold down L2 and launch the attack because that's easier to land. I don't know why I did, but the skill haunts me, and I can't stop complaining about it because I hate it. I wasted money and time on it. Don't get this skill if you do God of War after this, which most likely you're not. Hey, this is Editing Zero Zaki from the future. In the process of completely editing this video, I realized that somehow by accident the audio logs had doubled up for some reason, so I repeated the same audio by accident. So just to fill in the gap in the audio space here, I'm speaking of this point right now. Amateurish at best and idiotic at most, because I didn't see this happen last night because I got a message at around the same time, which took my focus off of the project. But hopefully, this fits in the exact space where it's supposed to be. And I truly deserve the title of FTR YouTuber right now because once again I did not time that right to any degree. So I shall now take this time to ask you, the audience of whoever views me, genuinely, what games do you guys like to play? And if so, comment it because I want to get to know what little of an audience that I do have. Because last episode I saw I got around 30 views, which is not really a lot, but it's a lot for a channel that has been dead for a while. So, be honest with me, guys. What games do you guys enjoy playing? Just to start the conversation, one game I can't stop playing ever since I was younger was a lot of Minecraft. You guys might see a survival let's play series from me and Ryato Michidaka's POV, because truthfully, we love playing Minecraft together, and I love the fact that sometimes I can occasionally ask him for resources to help with my builds. So let me know, guys, in the comment section if you guys would like to see a Minecraft let's play series. But let's get back to previous Zero Zark. And you're watching a not even a D rank YouTuber, like an E rank YouTuber at best, playing it and playing it horribly, mind you, because that little gameplay section there, I died to those Draugrs 4 times. I'm not joking. Drogas really messed me up in this game. And right here, we can see the fact that I now contemplate how ass this skill is. Again, I will shit on this skill. If you use Pride of the Frost, personally comment the fact that you think this skill is good, and I will rebuttal that argument. Because this thing is horrible in God of War mode, man. I should have watched a tutorial. But that's the entire point of this entire series. I'm not watching anything. I'm going in blind. I'm not even listening to my best friend Rato Michidaka's comments. Also, I guess I should use a different nickname now because Rato Michidaka is running out. But yeah, point is, this skill is dog water, man. I will trash on this for the entire rest of this franchise. Also, just gonna interject this here for this little clip. Really hate the blue guys, man. Hate having to use my fist. Little did I know, in this exact moment, I would have wished with Ahamkara magic that Kratos would have wielded the coat hanger finality on Austerus, or better yet, the Belt of Chaos. Because how is it? He directly told Boy, watch out, the bridge looks unstable and to slow down. And this little shit proceeds to jump as hard as his fat ass could and breaks the goddamn bridge. Kratos walked over it fine, but Boy jumping up and down broke it. And this is why I say this with the most hatred in my heart and soul. Because this little section that Boy got us into was so frustrating, so infuriating, that I had to take multiple anime breaks to clear this entire thing out. I am stuttering from fury and hatred looking back at this footage. God damn you, Boy! My hatred for Boy blinding me aside, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. This enemy room is dog shit. Masterful for torturing your players, but dog shit as a player. Because how is it you can tell me there's like 16 Dragas in this one room, right? And later in the fight, there'll be fire archers raining shit down on you. And not only that, I realized that Dragas upgrade themselves when you damage them and don't kill them off. So that was a neat thing to find out. So me slightly picking them with my axe goes out the window since I have to kill them fast now. Also, it's not fun running away when you are built like a brick shithouse and you get hit with one singular sword slash and your health get cut in half. Now, I am a gamer, which means I did the tactical maneuver of adapt and overcome. I learned the little strat of knocking the first couple joggers off the ledge there, but that didn't help that much. It still made me feel like Devolio, which here's the clip.
No! What have you wrought on me, Golden Wind Requiem?
Now, after experiencing not even a fraction of what Devolio has dealt with, I can say this with confidence, even though I was saying it before. Devolio did not deserve that end. That was deserved for like Dio and shit. Dio got off way too easy with his nonsense. But after experiencing this room, all I will say is this. In multiple scrapped recordings, I have said this room is a boss room because of the fact that it gave me more trouble than Boulder. Because Boulder, I can understand, adapt, overcome. Because you can see his attacks and you can figure out, yes, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm clearly messing up. But in this, I'm getting jumped. They didn't give me a faith of a one-on-one in this. I kept getting jumped. Every time I move, there's one behind my back. Every time there's one behind my back, there's three more to my front. Like, seriously, I'm never getting breathing room. I can't get a minute to myself here. This is pure and absolute hell. The only way I can possibly describe to you guys how long it took me in this entire room, maybe 5 minutes to clear, 10 pushing it because it's on the hardest difficulty. Guess how much it took me? According to the footage and the recording, this room alone took up 1 hour and 20 minutes. That is not a joke. I think I died to them 50 times. I have shown a little bit of a death montage for proof, but I'm not going to cut up all 50 deaths here because one, I legitimately shed a tear at how shit I was. Please don't put me through that to have to edit that montage. But goddamn, this room is pain by. Just to follow up on the comment I believe I made on the last episode about I don't know why people watch rage bait content, it could also be applied to I don't understand why people play games where they constantly struggle and have challenges in them when they can just play a game that relax, since gaming, as most people refer to as, is a form of escape from reality to relax and enjoy your time. So I can make this statement now. I understand where people's perspectives are when it comes down to why play a game if it frustrates you. But think about it from this perspective. It's a challenge, and humans, as we naturally are, we crave a challenge. So when I defeated this boss room, the amount of euphoric joy I felt could not be described because it's just like, finally, my pain and suffering was worth it. I understand it, and just a word of advice for anyone playing a challenging video game: you only need to win once for the game to lose. You can lose 1,000 times, but just winning once, that's all it takes. And nothing better shows that than this series. A person who I know would agree with this statement is my lifelong best friend, Mr. Ratomichi. Actually, wait, let me give him another alias just to continue the mystery of who this man is. So, a Mr. Ragnar Rento III, he would agree with this statement because just like me, he's a lifelong gamer who loves a challenge, and he will agree with the statement the fact that you only need to win once. Why would he agree? Because he's also a Genshin player who is insanely lucky with his pulls. I will forever hate with you on that, dog. Why are you that lucky? I hate you for it. Now, I know I made it sound like I said that with malice in my voice, because I did to a slight degree, because I've seen this man pick up a random 10 pack in either Yu Gi Oh! Or in Pokemon in real life, and he gets really shiny cards. And also on Genshin, this man's pulled a singular 10 pull and got a 5-star very easily, and then flexed it in front of all of us. So, anyone else watching this who has witnessed that behavior can agree, yeah, this man is too lucky for his own good. But also, I spotted this chest in this ravine here, and can somebody tell me what these red glowing chests are for? Because I got zero clue on what they do. My cluelessness about the loot aside, this one room coming up here, it is so frustrating to look back at it because I actually have to rely on Boy for it. So first, immediately what I do is I stun lock the shit out of the blue guy, push him in the corner, and then make him bite the curb. Now, the reason why I say it is these rates make me rely on Boy to a different degree because in order to stun them, I have to use his arrows, which my axe moves faster than the arrows, but okay. So after doing this, a common strategy I picked up on was to just spot and rage and combo the shit out of the raids, but I didn't pick up on this because it was getting late into the night. Now, that excuse will be something you will hear a lot because it's just the plain facts of it. I'm getting into my older years as a gamer because I can't stay up late for long periods of time to play game. I had to start at 7 and stop at 10. Without any sort of stimulant like coffee or tea, I wouldn't be able to make it because I start to lose my performance. God, I feel like I'm getting gray hairs just from saying this. So after logging out and saving my progress, mostly because I realized the room was going to be easy because I wasn't getting swarmed, so I logged out and then in the morning I realized that a new episode of My Dress Up Darling Season 2 had dropped. So I watched the episode, and with the renewed vigor of watching that episode, I proceeded to come in this room and stomp it. But I also discovered a new tech. Guys, I can guarantee you, and you have to believe me when I say this, I didn't watch a singular tutorial. I'm just that intelligent. So, after watching the episode of My Dress Up Darling in English dub, of course, I realized something. Wait a minute, can I jump back over this gorge again? So, I tested my theory before pressing the recording and realized, wait, I could? So, this is how the gameplay loop began. I would lure the monsters over to the bridge, and then I would proceed to either use Boy or a mixture of my axe throws and just pelt them from a distance on the opposite side of the gorge. This is an absolute bitch maneuver because I'm not engaging with the content to any degree, but tell me, who's cheating here? Having a fire throwing sorcerer looking Draugr along with two buff boys, and it's in a very narrow looking room where I can't run around efficiently. Tell me who's cheating there. Also, it's a gorge. The fire guys can shoot me anyways back, but they didn't. So I got lucky and I proceeded on to the next encounter. Not even gonna lie to you guys, I mistimed that clip horribly. I thought it would have been ended by now. But in this 10-second interval, I would like to say if you guys watched so far into the video, feel free to like. And if you guys really loved it, make sure to subscribe because I really do put the effort into recording and editing these videos. Apologies for that YouTube copy pasta, but seeing the likes and comments really does put a smile on my face. But let's get on to the next encounter here. The Ice Draugrs. I'm not joking when I tell you guys this. I died to these guys 10 times, mostly because I completely underestimated how strong they would be and overestimated how strong Kratos' fists was. Because when boxing these guys, I realized one thing. Ah, shit. My fists do jack all for damage. How can I possibly kill these guys efficiently without them leveling up? And then I realized that, oh wait, Spartan Rage. It looks like it's becoming my hammer, and everything else is looking like a nail in this instance, if you guys understand the metaphor I was using there. But when it came down to it, Spartan Rage was the only way in my mind to actually beat these guys. But moving on from this fight, we are now introduced to one of the chillest characters in the entire game, and his name is Brock. Wait, is it actually Brock? Apparently it is. Okay, he shares the same name from the guy from Pokemon. We love you, Brock. But anyways, the reason why I say he's the chillest guy in the entire God of War game is because he looks like he's in a constant state of hypothermia with that blue skin. Racism? Yeah, I think it is, because that's actually a race in Nordic mythology. But point is, the reason why I say he's the chillest is, in a game where the silent protag that barely speaks doesn't do much, and his overactive boy does a lot, he adds a unique brand of flavor to his character. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him in the future. Foreshadowing. But anyways, without him in the game, I would be less than useful. God damn, I got tongue tied with that one. Reason why I say that is, without any of his upgrades or gear, most God of War players will not even make it through the game. Because even though researching this game, I haven't seen a single God of War person do it without any upgrades. Besides my boy, of course, because he was too stupid to upgrade his Aegis. You hear that, Ragnar Rento? You only didn't upgrade your Aegis. Me throwing all that shit aside, I will admit this one thing. I can see why this is one of his favorite games, because of the fact that this man is a demon in fighting games. I only play Smash Bros. So when I face this man in a Roblox fighting game or any other fighting game, I just be fearing for my life, because he likes to do this one maneuver that you guys will see I did to Draugr. Yeah, he does wall bounce people off of the wall. And when I tell you, when I'm playing a fine game against him and he does that shit, I just be fearing for my life. Because I know once he gets that wall bounce combo off, I am dead. I have already lost the game. And I can see why. Because when you are on the other end of that, it's actually really enjoyable. Because the person, you just get to wail on them. Whilst comboing somebody off of the wall could be a fun family activity, when you've been on the receiving end of it as much as I have been, you really start to get bored of it and really mad when it happens. But I gotta say this. One thing I love about this specific puzzle mechanic that we're on right now is when you spawn in the enemies, right? In normal games, the enemies will just despawn because the puzzle is about to kill them. The big press is about to kill them. In this game, no. I could just drop the weight on them and kill them out. And I just gotta say, that was refreshing, and I hope I see more of it in the game later on. Because if this is the type of puzzle mechanics where, oh, if they get the timing wrong, they're dead, then I'll be really into that because it's realistic and it's fun as hell. Also, you guys see the fact that I was just like trying to lure one of the druggers back over so I can get crushed again, right? And I almost get myself killed, but just like action movie style, I immediately slide back under it. Hopefully, I timed that position right. I in fact did not time that right because when I use Clipchamp, which is what it is used to edit all of these videos, I can't exactly see the timeline properly and it just mess up the timing. So that was unfortunate, but at least I look like an action hero. And not gonna lie to you guys, that was a complete save. I thought I was gonna die there. In case it's not obvious from the gameplay, what was taking place here is I was trying to unlock the chest here to get the upgrade for the Spartan Rage. But you see, I am in fact blind. Because even though throughout multiple times in the gameplay you can see the fact that I see the blue thing activating on my screen, I didn't notice it, nor did I do anything about it. So I stopped there like an idiot, searched up a tutorial to where to find it because I know I said I was doing this blind, but when it came down to stuff like this, I need to get this chest in order to progress the game in a meaningful way. So I searched a tutorial, bite the bullet, and found out what it was, felt like an idiot for a solid 20 minutes, and then moved on with my life. But at least there was some wisdom to this defeat, because remember, guys, no matter how far you make it in life, it's not shameful to ask for help on occasion. And that's a lesson that not only I should learn more of, but also some of my friends should also know. If you know who you are, feel free to feel called out, but some people just always go into their own heads and state that they should not burden people with their problems. And in some cases, yes, you should never burden people with your issues. But if it's some sort of problem that is too grand or if it's even minute, your friends will be able to help you through it because friends are somebody you should trust and rely upon in your darkest moments to know that they would have your back. And that speech came out of nowhere. Now, to say that wisdom came out of nowhere would be a incorrect statement because in my friend group, some of my friends just truly come to me for advice and wisdom. The reason they do this is because in the past I've blurted out wisdom that has genuinely been life changing to people, and that's just something that does just randomly tick into me randomly nowadays. I just blurt out wisdom and factual information. So you have to believe me when I tell you this about this boss room right here. I love it! Now, to state that I love this ballroom is not an overstatement. In fact, it might be an understatement, if anything, because I did die to this boss like 5 times, but I will say it's because of the fact that was caught off guard by his fire shower thing, which hit exactly the same like the Wraith's ability that one shot me before. Was not expecting it one shot from one basic attack. But also, I guess I gotta say this, the size of the room, it reminded me of Destiny. I could run around, feel free, not feel restricted. It was amazing. When I tell you, the enemies, they could have been 30 of them in this room in phases because 30 all at once I would have wrecked my shit. But they could have been 30 enemies at this room throughout the entire boss fight. I would not have cared because this room was so big. It was beautiful. It was nice. I loved every detail about this room because one, the boss is slow. It can one shot me, which is fearful, but also manage how you space yourself against the boss and you should be good. Also, when it came down to the odds, they were annoying, but they were manageable. This perfect boss environment, and I felt perfectly at home in this. I could have wiped 1,000 times. Well, not 1,000 times. That would have drove me insane. I could have wiped here 20 plus times, and I still would have been okay because this room gave me the feeling that I could have fight in this room forever because there was always so much more space to run in. And with me slowly chipping away at the boss's health with my axe, along with me unleashing the spawn rage and then snapping the neck of this monster, that ends our second episode of this series. Now, guys, putting the effort in to edit these videos and to record the content, it's not that much, but feel free to like it if you enjoyed the content, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. And I feel like that's going to be my catchphrase at the end of these videos because, truthfully, that's how to summarize it. If you guys loved it, feel free to like. Thank you guys for watching.